Girl, 2024 seems to be the year that Diddy is going down for real because he just can't seem to stop catching lawsuits left and right. And this time, not only is he facing a civil lawsuit, this civil lawsuit has the potential to turn into a criminal lawsuit because the feds are all over this one. For those who don't know what I'm talking about, I'm referring to the new lawsuit that was recently filed against Diddy and J Lo by his former artist Shyne. Y'all remember that crazy 1999 incident where Diddy and Shyne caught charges after a at a nightclub? Diddy got off free while Shyne was sent to 10 years in prison and then deported for the Shyne is ready to tell his side of the story, and he is now claiming that Diddy and J Lo allegedly set him up to take the fall for them, and then arranged to have him deported so he couldn't speak up against them. Well, not only is he now speaking up against them, but he is also filing a multi-million-dollar lawsuit against them, and it looks like things are about to get even messier for Diddy and J Lo. Y'all, I hope Diddy has his lawyers on speed dial, cause another lawsuit is cooking, and I promise y'all, this lawsuit is going to have some catastrophic consequences for Diddy, because it all has to do with the 1999. Y'all know how there have been long-standing rumors about how Diddy allegedly set his artist Shyne up to take the fall. Well, Shyne is now speaking up after 25 years, confirming that Diddy set him up, and he is now filing a lawsuit against Diddy. Okay, let me break down this drama, y'all, so that y'all can know the full tea, because I can assure you it's going to be the craziest thing that you have heard in a long time. Back in 1999, Diddy and Jennifer Lopez were like the hottest couple in Hollywood at the time. I know that it's low-key weird to think of them ever being an item, but I can assure you that they were very much a thing. Anywho, on one day in 1999, they went to a nightclub with Diddy's artist Shyne, who was signed to Bad Boy Records. Things were going great until Diddy, being Diddy, got into an argument with another patron at the club, and the next thing they knew, were pulled and shots were fired. Now, Diddy also had and so did Shyne, and multiple people were hit in the shoot. However, a couple of eyewitnesses claimed that it was Diddy's shots that actually hit the victims, and Shyne wasn't aiming at anybody. Girl, a victim even claimed that Diddy aimed straight at her and fired at her face. Anywho, once happened, Diddy and J Lo ran away from the scene, and Diddy tried to get his driver to take the fall, asking the driver to claim that Diddy's was his. But the police saw right through this, and they arrested Diddy and J Lo not long after the But while J Lo had her charges dropped in less than an hour, Diddy faced some charges, including trying to hide the weapon. However, Shyne had it worse because he was arrested for See, Diddy claimed that even though he pulled the he didn't shoot, and that Shyne was the one who did all the He was charged and convicted on 2 counts of reckless endangerment and criminal possession of an illegal weapon, and was sentenced to 10 years in prison. But hold up, there were a lot of things about the trial that didn't make a lot of sense, like the fact that multiple eyewitnesses testified that they clearly saw Diddy as well as Shyne, and one victim even testified that she saw Diddy straight shoot her in the face. What's more, a ballistics expert said that at least one injury may have been caused by a .40 caliber weapon, while Shyne had a 9mm. .40 caliber shells were found on the floor. This should have proven that there was something fishy going on, but somehow this evidence was overlooked and Shyne was sent to prison. And when he was eventually released, he was deported to Belize, where he was originally from. Well, about 25 years have passed and everyone seemed to have put this situation behind them. Shyne has been living in Belize, and he has even become a well-respected politician, and some people are even gunning for him to run for prime minister sometime in the future. We all assumed that things were in the past until Diddy's lawsuits finally started to come up, and RICO charges were announced by the feds after the raids by Homeland Security. And one thing about RICO is that the feds are going to go back in time to go through his history with a fine-tooth comb. And in the process of all that, the issue of the 1999 came up again, and the investigation was reopened. An old video of Diddy's former bodyguard, Gene Deal, recently resurfaced, where he claimed that Diddy had bribed people to give false testimony against Shyne.
Those people were testifying, they were brought to Puff first, saying that what they saw against Shyne, what they saw Shyne do. The DA didn't even know those people existed. You understand what I'm saying?
Giving false testimony in court is an offense, and it looks like this will be brought up in the RICO case. But that's not all, because an old interview of Shyne resurfaced where he claimed that Diddy admitted to setting him up. He said, "Puff apologized. He did apologize to me for that when we met in Paris. He did say that he could have handled it better, but he was under a lot of pressure from the lawyers to throw me under the bus." Now, Diddy would have gotten away with this crime if he hadn't gotten so cocky and ran his mouth about how he gotten away with the crime. And it was included by Lil Rod in his lawsuit. In the lawsuit, Rod said, on another occasion, while standing in Mr. Combs' bedroom, Mr. Jones was forced to watch as Mr. Combs displayed his and bragged about getting away with responsible. Mr. Combs shared that he was responsible for the shooting in the nightclub in New York City with rapper Shyne. He shared that the artist and Mr. Combs' girlfriend at the time, Jennifer Lopez, carried the to the club for him and passed him the after he got into an altercation with another individual. This got the public interested in the case again, and with the RICO case, well, let's just say that Diddy is in a whole lot of trouble. It gets even worse because one of the victims in the shooting has given her public testimony about how she was 100% sure that Diddy was the one who shot her. The woman, Natania Rubin, claimed that during the trial, she testified saying, "I saw Mr. Combs pull out a black with his right hand. It felt like a flaming hot sledgehammer had hit me in the face." She said, "I literally watched him pull out the I had a clear point of view. I mean, for God's sakes, I got shot in my nose. I was facing them directly. I watched everything occur and have described it vehemently to all parties involved. I have 9 bullet fragments remaining in my face." She also hinted that there was some cover-up happening, saying, "I didn't have any reason to believe that someone would not believe me. But as things unfolded, it was a very short period of time where I realized that's what, in fact, was happening." She also claimed that she was willing to testify against Diddy when the RICO case goes to court because she feels like her testimony wasn't accepted the first time, and she doesn't feel like she ever got justice. Now, that's messy, but it's not the worst part of it because Shyne just spoke up and confirmed that Diddy set him up.
It opens wounds. When you hear, the victim saying that it was Diddy that shot her, that is what is the most remarkable. Oh, you didn't see that?
I saw it.
Okay. And that was triggered by a lawsuit from a producer that produced on the Love album, who is making accusations, and in those accusations he says that the gentleman confessed to the shooting. And that is what stands out to me the most, because I've done my best to put it behind me and to move forward. But it certainly reopens the wounds that I've been saying this all along. Everyone knew all along that I was the fall guy. But my political enemies and, detractors tried to make me into, this criminal. But everyone knew that I was a young kid that took the fall. Everyone knew that. That was the story. I'm just saying that I maintained my innocence all this time. I said I was defending myself. I didn't get into who did what. But the victim is telling you who did what. And I understand that there are other witnesses.
Is she accurate, sir?
I'm not going to get into that. But it does open wounds. And certainly I am relieved that people are saying what the truth is. That, I did not shoot those people. I maintain that I never shoot nobody, that there were other guns there. I always said that. That has not changed. And that is the testimony that came out. Fragments were never removed, so there was never any forensic testing to say who it was. But the victims are vindicating me. Witnesses are vindicating me. But I have moved on. I'm not trying to relive that. And so I am appreciative of whatever contributions Diddy has made to help the people of Belize. I wish him well, I pray for him, and I pray for the alleged victims. And if it is true, may justice be served. If it is not, it's a tragedy, because a global icon would have been destroyed.
But that's not all, because he also revealed that he is going to be filing a civil lawsuit against Diddy. And given the fact that Diddy himself admitted to Lil Rod that he set Shyne up, and y'all can bet that Lil Rod is going to testify against Diddy because he hates Diddy's guts. Plus, there's a load of evidence against Diddy, including the victims' testimonies and the ballistic report. Yeah, let's just say that Diddy better get his checkbook ready, because he is about to be coughing up a lot of money. But Shyne is not the only person that he is going to be paying out money to his lawyers even more, because he is going to be recharged for the incident. Now, I know that y'all are going to bring up double jeopardy and how Diddy can't be charged for the same offense twice. But the thing is, he wasn't charged for, he was charged for possession, which is a different charge from. so double jeopardy doesn't apply here. What this means is that in addition to the S trafficking charges, he is about to face additional charges about the shooting 25 years ago. Child, by the time we're done with this, Diddy's lawyers would come out of this as billionaires because, baby, they are making a crazy amount of money off these lawsuits. Anywho, fans left comments saying, Shyne just basically confirmed the rumors of Diddy being the shooter in the 1999 club incident. Diddy made Shyne the fall guy and then turned him going to prison into marketing. Truly sick. And hearing Shyne talk about how this Diddy case is reopening old wounds for him is just so disheartening. Shaking my head. Y'all drop your thoughts about this in the comments, then check out this next video.